What's up, everyone? This is the Raw Truth coming at you with another video. And in this video, we're going to be dealing with a certain topic. Loretta Lynch. Oh yes, you looking at the meme right now. I want you to pay the fuck attention to the handshake she is doing. Look at the handshake to your left. Now look at the handshake to your right. What is that, a handshake? Well, to understand what she's doing, it's what is called a Masonic handshake. You know, a lot of times when we speak of Freemasons, we in the boule, a lot of times, no, I spoke about the men, and I do have a I spoke about the about women too, about the black women too. But you have to understand, they follow the same symbols, the same handshake, the same 666, you know, the same symbols showing their allegiance. So you have to understand that as you look at that meme, what's the main purpose behind Loretta Lynch, who was mayor? So now you have to question, how did she become mayor? You know, anytime you want to be in a seat of authority in this society, you want to be an authority as a mayor, a governor, or anything. You have to have allegiance to the brotherhood, and you have to have the allegiance for the sisterhood. So as you see in her with the Masonic handshake, being controlled by the Freemasons, you have to be skilled and crafty of deception. And that's what these motherfuckers are. They're skilled and crafty of deception. And you have to have reading comprehension skills to understand what the fuck their real agenda is. You know, when I read the article, and again, you can go back, you know, like maybe 4 videos that I did on Loretta Lynch, you know, when she was talking about the policemen being under siege. You know, first of all, you know, how the fuck can a policeman be under siege when they're one of the biggest gangs out there? But she spoke about in an article about them having training. And you have to understand is our people are being used against us to promote the race war. Our people is being used against us to further the white satanic elite. And that's what she's being used for. Loretta Lynch ain't nothing but a sellout whore, and because she's a Freemason, she is subject to all the doctrines of Freemason. For anybody to understand, I repeat again, Albert Pike was a 33rd degree Freemason, and in his book called Morals and Dogma, Albert Pike said that the God of Freemason is Satan, and that they follow the Luciferian doctrine. So automatically, in order for you to be a governor, a mayor, or somebody in high politics, you know, you have to have an allegiance to fucking Satan. So everything is corrupt. You know, I read comments when people talk about the government is corrupt. Of course, you cannot expect a fucking government who gets its power from Satan to do righteous. Folks, give it the fuck up. That's why I'm glad that I found this picture to show you that she ain't nothing but a fucking sellout, a Jezebel witch fucking whore. Because see, all kind of dicks been in her. been in her pussy, been in her ass, been in her mouth. And she is subject to all the sex rituals that go along with it. Understand this, black woman. You're looking at this black woman who's a mayor, and you think it's a success. This is considered still a failure because of who she is and who she represents. She don't fucking represent you, black woman. Well, the black woman who had so many dicks in her pussy, so many dicks in her ass, and sucking so many dicks, yeah, she represent y'all. Yeah, she represent y'all ratchet ass fucking whores. That's who the fuck she represent. But you black woman who wants to be pure, who ain't out there chasing dick, who know whose pussy is not rammed the fuck through like crazy, you know what I'm saying? Who just want to be a black woman representing other black women and want black women to be great, to be good and stuff. She does not represent you. And you have to understand, whether they're married, whether she's married or not, she still is subject to the sex rituals. So as you looking at that picture of her, you know, doing a Masonic handshake, she has surrendered and said, okay, this is who I am subject to. So the white elite, satanic elite, is her master. So she's a house nigger. That's who the fuck she is. She's a house nigger. And so all this talk about what she was saying, it's only scripted. They just need black women, just like slavery, to pacify us. They want other black women, understand black women, they want other black women to see her in authority so y'all could be easily swayed by her. And like, think of her as, oh, look at her, a strong, independent black woman. Well, let me tell you something, black woman. Let her fucking ass get out of line and she'll be, what happened to Whitney Houston, what happened to her. So you got to understand, she's under so much pressure because she has to sell out every single day because of her connection to the Freemason. And where do women like her come from? Your top elite schools that y'all love to brag about, black woman. Oh, look at her. She went to a great school and stuff. Okay, she went to a great school, but she was part of the fraternity herself. She had to be controlled, and she had to be bred to be in that. And you got to understand, they pick and choose your governors. They pick and choose your mayors, just like they pick and choose your president. But you too dumb and stupid as shit to understand that, because you think you have a voice in everything when you don't have a fucking voice. Because if you had a fucking voice in everything and your vote count as in saying that, oh, your voice is going to make a difference, then why keep marching every fucking time? Why keep screaming out for justice? Why? Because these people do not give a fuck about your justice. They don't give a fuck. These policemen are crying, you know, and they're crying not because they're really under siege. They just promoting this martial law, and they're using our people to promote it. They're using our people to dumb us down. They're using our people to say, look, we got to change this, we got to change that, because they don't want warriors and soldiers to step up. And no, I am not advertising that you motherfuckers go out there and attack the government. Fuck that shit. I'm not advertising that at all. You know why I'm not advertising it? It's not because I'm scared. No, I'm not scared of the government. I'm telling you, black folks, Hispanic folks, not to attack the government. The reason why you don't attack the government, because the government is going to be attacked, but not by us. The government is going to be attacked by these nations that they have overthrown, because these nations who got down with the government, who slept with the government, who bent over and got screwed in the ass by the government, they're going to be the one who rises up against the government. The job of my people, what I want y'all to do, is just shut the fuck up, put down the motherfucking guns, stop selling drugs in the neighborhood, stop being fucking whores, and be somebody. And you let the nature and the spirit just take its course, because I have some bad news, well, some good news though. Any kingdom that has ever been established by wickedness, what the fuck you think happened to that kingdom? It failed. And when it failed, it had to fall by somebody taking it over. In order for that nation to take it over, that nation have to have its own government and everything like that to take it over, so they can start running shit. So no, I'm not advertising y'all go out there and attack the government. Shit, let me tell y'all something. And listen, don't be swayed by them dumbass pro-blacks. Don't be swayed by them motherfuckers out there who talking about, oh, we got to invest in all these guns and armor piercing, piercing and shit like that. You know why? Because the government is way ahead of you dumbass motherfuckers. The government is so far ahead and so far advanced, you won't believe the weapons that they had. One person could drive in with a tank, push one fucking button, and will immobilize 100 people with Glocks in their hands. Y'all won't be able to get a shot off, because this weapon, the weapons that they have, is when they push the button, it sends a radiation, some kind of radar, and it boils your blood inside. And it has all kind of marks and stuff like that. I'm gonna do a later podcast on it. See if I can find the weapon. I seen a clip of that like 2 or 3 years ago, and I will do my best to find the video and shit and put an image up there. But you should see, people, they did a mock terror attack, and when they pushed that button and stuff, these people wanted to throw stuff, they couldn't throw stuff, and they had to run, because they did it without firing a single bullet. They know how to get your fucking ass. So anybody talking about we're going to rise up against the government and we're going to take the government over, what we're going to do is we're going to invest in these guns, leave the motherfuckers alone. Because you'll be the first one shot the fuck down, because they're looking for people like you. Of course they're looking for people like me, who's exposing this shit. But I ain't loyal to no brotherhood. Only the brotherhood I'm loyal to is my people, raising my people up, having my people go by a set of standards. But this Loretta Lynch, this bitch, this Jezebel, this witch, this fucking whore, this house nigger wants to sit up there and side with the people who wants to destroy us, who sided with the people who wants to exterminate us. So anytime you want to pacify black people, all you got to do is send someone who look like us, even though they don't give a damn about us. And I notice a lot of more people is waking up and seeing this shit. A lot more people is waking up and understanding that, everybody is corrupt. Everybody is corrupt. And anybody who joins in those seats and stuff, being governors and mayors and shit, you know, they have to have a deal with Satan. So you might as well say Satan is putting them up. Hell, Satan put her up for her to expedite authority over men. And that's against scripture. And why am I saying scripture? Well, the raw truth. No, can you leave the Bible out of it? No, I cannot. I will explain when I come back for part 2.